I hope today that we can use this as an opportunity to talk about, if not explicitly, at least implicitly, that's what I'm going to try to do, the appropriate balance between representative government and declarative government. Now, in representative government, as you well know, people, through their elected representatives, make policy. In declarative government, policy is made by the unelected, the administrative state, and the federal judiciary. Now, both are important. Both are important. I'm not saying this is a zero-sum game or either or. But what's just as important is we have the appropriate balance between representative government and what I'll call declarative government. I mean, we have an administrative state. Did any of us ever think it would get this big? Is that healthy? We need to ask ourselves that. Is it really healthy to arrive at a circumstance where the administrative state passes 35 laws a year to our one? Is it really healthy to have an administrative state that makes its own laws, interprets its own laws, and enforces its own laws before courts, with respect to which the administrative state appoints the judges? I think that's a fair question to ask. In terms of, with respect to declarative government in the Supreme Court and the federal judiciary, federal judges have enormous power. They have to, but they do. They have enormous power. You're appointed for life. You can't be unelected. Your salary can't even be reduced. And you have to have that power. Judicial power is important. So is judicial restraint. I believe that the appropriate role of the federal judiciary is the following. Federal judges don't make law. They don't tell us what the law ought to be. They tell us what the law is. Now, I said primarily because, of course, sometimes federal judges make law. I mean, you make the law of the case. You decide a case. You have to tell us what reasonable means in terms of searches and seizures. You have to help us define restraint of trade after we pass a statute. So, of course, judges make law. But I'm talking about the proper balance. I'll leave you with these last thoughts, and then I'll yield back my time. I want you to hear the words of one of, in my opinion, is one of our most distinguished Supreme Court justices. I'm going to read his words. The American people love democracy, and the American people are not fools. The people know their value judgments are quite as good as those taught in any law school, maybe better. Value judgments, after all, should be voted on, not dictated. I look forward, Judge, to getting to know you better. And congratulations, Mom and Dad.